It was really good. A lot of guys just have opportunity, to showcase who they are, what they are, and what the team is about.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to be back there playing football, what we love.
What's your role in this defense? I mean, it seems like you've been around, forever now. I mean, does it feel like you're the veteran guy back there that needs to take charge?
Yes, sir, I'm one of them. But anybody can step up and be a leader.
Yeah.
My job is just play football, play in the scheme that we have. Be a leader to the older guys and to the young guys, and just help win ball games.
How confident is the secondary? I mean, you got two safeties that have played a lot of games. You've played a lot of games. How much confidence do y'all play with?
I think we're very confident. Definitely going into, especially the first day. And like I said, we're gaining depth. We're gaining other guys that can also play, and that's going to help us out in the long run.
King, I guess a lot of your teammates went elsewhere last week. Did you take advantage of your spring break, or were you here?
I just went home. Yes, sir.
So what did you say what did you kind of stay in shape and be ready for?
I have a couple of places I train at back home. It's a constant grind. I know I can't take any days off, so I went to my school and, like I said, a couple other places and just kept working out.
So no beach,
no beach, no sir, no sir.
Kim, what are going to be some of the challenges for the secondary with such a limited defensive line group this year during spring ball, with only having a few guys going through? What do you guys have to focus on to compensate for that?
Well, as a secondary, we know that if we don't play well, we won't win games, and we have to get stops. And even though it starts up front, like I said, we're the leaders on the back end, and we just have to keep coaching and critiquing those guys. And hopefully, as spring keeps going along, they'll gradually get to it.
It looked like early in practice you guys had to do some up downs after a drill. It looked like Coach Martinez wasn't wasting your time. Do you think that's do you have higher expectations for you guys because there's a lot of veterans and really aren't many young guys in your group?
Yes, sir. He doesn't accept mediocrity, and we don't allow that for ourselves. So if a guy does a drill wrong or so, we don't just punish that one guy. It's a group thing. So if the consequences to do up downs, then we just do up downs.
What did the coach tell you that you need to work on for spring practice, or did he tell you anything?
We have individual goals. Each person's individual goals is different each every week. As for myself, it's just a continuous process. Just keep getting better. Keep coaching, get out that quiet stage, and just keep being vocal to the other guys.
Stephen Griffin's playing safety, not corner, but from what you've seen workouts and different drill work you've done with him, what do you see out of Stephen so far?
Eager kid, willing to learn anything and everything. He's always coming up to me, what can I do better, what can I learn? I've sat down numerous times with him, watched film. He's still learning, and he'll gradually get into it. And I'm looking to see him do big things this year and keep improving.
How do you think he's adapting to basically being the only black stripe out of the entire defensive backfield?
It's just something that each freshman come in and have. He knows he has to battle to get it off. And like I said, with his continuous grind, continuous process of going through spring and going into the rest of the season, he'll eventually get it off.
Still going to return punts this year?
Yes, sir.
Hold on to that?
Yes, sir.
Who's your top competition, do you think?
I don't know. We have multiple guys going back there and catching punts. And like I said, any guy that can go back there and make a play for offense. We talk about gaining 10 yards, gaining the first down for our offense, and then also trying to make a big play as well. So.
You may have been asked already, but how important is it for y'all to get that nickel spot a little bit solidified? Justin played that spot so well last season.
Yes.
You look at what you're coming back at corner, mostly coming back at corner.
Yes, sir.
A couple guys coming in, and you got all those safeties. Seems like that's the one spot where there's somebody's really got to step up.
Yes, sir, definitely. Losing Coleman is going to be a big loss for us this year. But we have guys that come in and step in, and like I said, it's a continuous process. We have multiple guys learning that nickel role. Nickel's a big part of our defense, and they're involved in so much. And like I said, with that loss of him, we just got to find a guy to just step in and replace that role.
Are you a guy who wants to move around a little bit on the back end, or do you just want to stay at corner and be the best
yes,
corner
sir,
you can be?
Definitely want to just broaden myself. I don't want to just stick to corner. I feel like anywhere they can move me around, or anybody around, just help the defense and just try to win ball games.
You ever gone to the coach and start lobbying about it? I guess you're a junior now. Got a couple accolades. Can you walk around and say, hey, I can move around a little bit?
I never really went to the coach about it, but in the meeting rooms and things like that, I don't just pay attention to just the corner roles and this and that. I kind of learn the safety just in case I might have to go into that role every now and then, safety role or the nickel role or anything like that.
Coach Jones talked about a lot of PRs set this offseason. Did you set any, and if you did, what would you set?
I don't remember the numbers. I know I said bench and squat. But like I said, a lot of guys are improving. If I can remember, I think our squat went up like 50 pounds per person. I think our bench went up like 20 pounds per person, or 25 pounds per person. So, it's a constant grind. We're continuously getting better. Off season is definitely big for us. We know that, especially with a lot of guys being out and a lot of opportunities for guys to come in and step in, and embrace that role.
Cam, you mentioned all the guys being out. Does it feel any different with so many guys missing time right now?
No, sir, I don't think so. Like I said, from a leadership standpoint, it's the time for anybody to step up, and be a leader. We don't have a set leader. We have leaders we go to on the team, that the young guys or even the older guys look up to. But anybody can be a leader on this team. And like I said, we just got to embrace that role and just keep moving forward.
You were one of the guys that got playing time early in your career. Do you mention that to some of the younger guys coming in that now is an opportunity for them?
Yes, sir. Like I said, spring is an opportunity to showcase who you are, what we are, and what we're about. We talk about style of play on both sides of the ball, even with special teams each and every day. And like I said, we just got to embrace those roles, whatever they are. And we talk about each player knowing their role on the team, and everybody has a role. Everybody's important to this team.
How much does a guy like Alvin make the offense here a little bit more dynamic? It seems like he's another guy you got to mark pretty carefully.
Yeah, definitely. That backfield is going to be something serious with him and her back there. It's just such a broad. They're both two different style of runners. And it keeps the defense on their heels. You never know what they're going to throw at them.
When you look at on offense and defense with all the guys that have come in here the past couple of years, a lot of really good recruiting classes, and the way that this thing's building up, does that make practice a little bit more exciting, a little bit more competitive when you know, like, hey, I'm not just going to step out here and maybe be the best athlete right now.
Yes, definitely. We compete. We could talk about competing, and we compete every day. And even anything we do, it might be the simplest thing, trying to compete in. And we know if we're pushing each other, we're getting the best out of each other, and the rest of the team, and that's what we need out of everybody.
Considering that expectations are growing, for this program, does it change the approach? Does it change the way you guys talk in the locker room and the weight room?
For the most part, I don't think so. We still have the same approach. We still have our same mindset, our same goals. We add on to those things. We try to get better at those things each and every day. I think from my standpoint, just embracing that leadership role, and just being more vocal. I'm not really that. I'm kind of sit back. I say my thing here and there when I have to, but just kind of getting out of that shell and just embracing that, like I said.
What do you guys think about